They got me feeling like I'm Akademiks.
Yo, YB's going crazy, bro. YB's going crazy. Listen to this. Listen to this. So YB dropped this song, and I know YB's really on one. YB got his wife in it. So a lot of times he don't put his wife in there, but this is, I think it's called The Galdens. He says for entertainment purposes only, which, by the way, this is also interesting strategy. He drops this on Instagram. He drops this on Instagram. You know, he usually drops on YouTube, but I guess it's kind of like in a preview status anyway. But 50,000 comments and almost 1 million likes. Let's hear it for this. Chat, have y'all noticed that recently people have been like trying to call Future old more and more? It's kind of interesting because I feel like the culture have always just kind of looked at Future as like he's just like this entity. And yes, of course he ages, but you don't mention his age. But now people are calling him like old. Back on this, so maybe we got to try to watch this on YouTube. But that supposedly was a diss to NBA that's NBA Youngboy who's doing it. Listen, he's dissing Blueface's like ex or Blueface's girl, Navia. He's saying that looked like she was pregnant for him too, but she got an abortion, something like that. I don't know. Let's see if we can find this on YouTube because we got to like slow it down a bit, right? The Galdens. Okay, here we go. I was really happy with seeing his wife smile. Like, you know, I feel like dealing with YB, she goes through a lot. Like, she seems genuinely happy. You know, he keeps his kids around, their kids, obviously. She goes with them everywhere. But, like, you know, I know sometimes people are like, damn, how do you deal with this nigga all the time? And she looks genuinely happy. So I'm really happy that part down.
Bring my name, nigga, better be playing. Check me.
What you said?
His bitch ass with a fan. Stepping out, do my dance. Bring my name, nigga, better be playing.
Okay, I gotta look up the lyrics, man. He talking too quick. The Galdens lyrics. Not Miss Golden. What the fuck? They don't have that on thing yet. Anyway. You said I had a thought about killing Gillie, but that nigga never killed nothing over his son. It's Mellows, and that's Mellow Racks. He says I granted her wishes, and she gonna play me like a punk. Now, supposedly, you know that song, What It Is, Youngboy? Supposedly he deleted that song. Not too sure if that's true. Okay, no, he didn't. Okay, it's still up. Somebody had said he had deleted it. I don't know what their relationship is currently. Okay, so the song is still up, but he's saying Mello played him. I wonder what the truth is behind that. I always say Mello, despite I think he's called her out a few times, she never says nothing back. She never really says anything at all. So I don't know what's going on with that, but the Gillie line is really interesting. Let me let it play through. YB could make a song where he's talking about wanting to kill people, and he got his kids in the video. Yo, this guy's like unbelievable. You know what I'll say about this song? It seems like he's having fun, though. And if you've ever listened to YB's music, like a lot of times you could tell his genuine like feelings. Like you could tell when he recorded I Hate Youngboy, he's mad. You could tell when he recorded like Still Waiting, he's sad. Lonely Child, he's sad. You could tell how his current feeling is based on the song. This looked like he's just having fun. Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to try to like make some sense of this. But he says, Gillie, he says the line about, oh, I was going to kill Gillie. Wait, I need to get the line right. Gillie Youngboy. The line he says is, no. Wait, he dissed Gillie before? No. This is new. Never mind. Had a thought about killing Gillie, but that bitch ain't killed nothing but his son. Now, this is what Gillie said in response.
I don't respond to shit with Vaughn. Fuck it, he's talking, go get your gun. You hear me? I'm not, Neff, let me just tell you something, okay?
What's up, though?
I'm an old school nigga, man. All right?
Uh-huh.
We don't say what we was gonna do on the internet and all that type of shit. That's kid shit. You know what I mean? Like if you was gonna do something, you would have done it. Don't you know? So Neff, that's rap music, man. You know,
that's like
rappers make rap music. Rappers make rap music, man. That's all it is.
Did he say
Man.
it's
It ain't
rap
nothing,
music
man.
or rap music?
I don't feel no type of way. You can't make me feel some type of way mentioning my son. I already come to grips with what happened, bro. That don't you think you going, that don't make sense, bro. I already came to grips
That's
with
why
what
I'm
happened.
laughing, because I'm like, you somewhere on the rocks and shit.
I'm not threatened.
Yep. You just gotta laugh at this shit. That's what.
Bro. You're younger than my youngest child, man. Sometimes you take too much of that shit, man. You know what I mean? You come down off that shit. It'll be all right.
Okay. So basically, he's saying that you're not gonna make him feel no way about his son, and that he feels that if YB was serious or whatever he's talking about in the song, he wouldn't say it on the song. What do y'all think about his response?
I don't respond.
He also quotes Dirk.
Shit with Vaughn. Fuck it, he's talking, go get your gun. You hear me? I'm not, Neff, let me just tell you something, okay?
What's up, though?
I'm an old school nigga, man. All right?
Uh-huh.
We don't say what we was gonna do on the internet and all that type of shit. That's kid shit. You know what I mean? Like if you was gonna do something, you would have done it. Don't you know? So Neff, that's rap music, man. You know,
that's like
rappers make rap music. Rappers make rap music, man. That's all it is, man. It ain't nothing, man. I don't feel no type of way. You can't make me feel some type of way mentioning my son. I already come to grips with what happened, bro. That don't you think you going, that don't make sense, bro. I already came to grips
That's
with
why
what
I'm
happened.
laughing, because I'm like, you somewhere on the rocks and shit.
I'm not threatened.
Yep. You just gotta laugh at this shit. That's what.
Bro. You're younger than my youngest child, man. Sometimes you take too much of that shit, man. You know what I mean? You come down off that shit.
Yeah, so I spoke to Gillie last night, and what Gillie told me was that nothing happened of recent to cause this. He says that Youngboy, he hasn't spoke to Youngboy in a while, and if anything was the cause of this, maybe like 2 years ago. What he described was that he said Youngboy called him spazzing out one day, and basically he told nigga get off the phone, like bro, what type of shit you doing? And pretty much, basically, someone affiliated with Youngboy, Fee, was the one who basically had facilitated the call, and he's like, yo, bro, why you got this guy calling me shouting on the phone like that? And the person supposedly said, yo, you know what, my bad, it's and third. And he never really spoke back with Youngboy. But they did do an interview back in the day, right? So again, he doesn't even think that's what it is. He's saying that hasn't been anything for like a couple years. So that's it. That's his side, right? And so he's saying this was really unprovoked and random, right? Now, on YB's side, and I think I could be honest with y'all. So, like, and if y'all wonder, actually, I'm not going to say certain parts of that. There's certain things when that kind of happened, when YB was at Gravedigger Mountain, that I think, he was kind of careful about how people, and probably weary that people were trying to like take advantage of him, maybe like when he was in a lesser state, if that makes sense, right? And that's even one of the reasons why, like, when I went up there, I was like, yo, listen, whatever we put out, I want us to agree with it. I'm like, yo, we both press the button. That was our agreement. And obviously we'll do much more stuff, but that was the thought. So I don't know if that was his demeanor towards, like, remember he did the interview with Gillie and Wallow, but it looked like they weren't necessarily on the same page with that, right? It looked like they weren't necessarily on the same page with that, but Gillie had said this back then.
Say this, right? To all the people that's in my DM that be like, yo, get such and such on the podcast. Get such and such on the podcast. Get such and such on the podcast. A lot of them people we reach out to, but they don't come to us because they can't control the narrative. That's why they go to a little white girl that you never heard of. Or that's why they go to a little white dude that you ain't never heard of, because they can't control the narrative over here. You hear me? We not recording you. We not sending you nothing to look at. We don't ask nut-ass questions. So why would we have to send you something to review? We ain't doing that shit. So a lot of times when y'all see motherfuckers and y'all like, get them on the podcast, if they can't control the narrative, they don't want to come. So we don't want your bitch ass. We street niggas. You don't control nothing over here. And we ain't running out of no money. Fuck wrong with them. We reach out to y'all motherfuckers. They want to go get with the motherfuckers they can control.
Now, some people thought that was kind of aimed at Youngboy because I think they did the interview, but it took a while to come out. Regardless, I still think, that's still some light stuff, right? Like, this happened years ago. Nothing else happened. By the way, I haven't spoke to Youngboy about what could have possibly sparked this. But again, it looked like he's taking aim at Gillie. I don't know. I don't know what sparked this at all. Now, I do feel bad that people target Gillie with his son and mention constantly, like Charleston White did the same, mention the fact that his son died and basically almost telling him like, nigga, when you gonna slide, when you gonna slide, when you gonna slide, when you gonna slide. And I think when we look at, like, for example, I don't know if you guys ever heard the whole story, Gillie son Cheese. Like, there's like a whole thing about it because there was actually some shit that happened afterwards. You get what I'm saying? I think the guys who killed him ended up dying. So the story goes, Gillie's son goes to hang out on a block with a couple of guys. And supposedly was one of those wrong place, wrong time. He's hanging on a block with dudes that are beefing with other dudes. After he pulls up to the block, minutes later, the ops pull up and they shoot up the block indiscriminately. They're not even trying to kill Gillie's son, right? They're trying to kill whoever they're into it with. And apparently Gillie's son catches a couple of shots and dies. Apparently the dude who did the killing, he got killed. He got killed afterwards. Apparently he got killed in front of his mom too. Here we go.
A young Philly basketball star with a bright future
This is the guy who supposedly killed Gillie's son.
ahead of him got gunned down, living a double life. That boy tried to be a rapper, and this is ops, and they killed that boy within 24 hours.
Breaking details on the homicide investigation of 17-year-old Noah Scurry. He's the star student athlete gunned down outside his home in front of his mother while getting ready to head to Samuel Fells High School. And that's where our Kelly Rule is live for us tonight. Kelly, what are you learning?
Well, Sheba, police say they are looking for at least 2 people for this homicide, possibly a third, and they believe believe they do have the vehicle that was used in the crime. But tonight, law enforcement sources are telling me they believe Noah Scurry appeared in a rap video with guns that was posted to social media the day before he was killed.
The streets is saying that this kid allegedly was involved in killing Gillie's son for $1 million worth of game after Gillie's son died in a shooting.
Tributes are pouring in for the 25-year-old known as YNG Cheese. Police say one man died and 2 others were hurt in the shooting on Masher Street in Olney. It happened before 8:30 last night. They say the victim was shot once in the back. NBC 10 has confirmed that victim is son of longtime Philly rapper Gillie the Kid.
In the whole school.
Who was killed was exceptional. He scored remarkably high on his SAT.
Yo, you know niggas wanted him dead. They shot him 17 times in front of his mom.
The star basketball player.
The boy was top genius and had a brain that could have took him anywhere he wanted to go in life. And where did he decide to go? To the streets.
Scurry was a victim in a previous shooting back in May 2023 on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street. Our camera there as police investigated. In that shooting, a man in his 60s was killed.
That boy Noah had 2 Instagram pages. He had a main page that was cookie cutter that had his basketball life. Then he had a second page where he wore a mask on his face and betrayed himself as the Joker. Because let's be real, he knew that if he was out here holding up guns and rapping, trying to be in the streets, a lot of colleges wouldn't have picked him up. So he decided to live a double life. I don't know why he decided to join this gang, but the crew that the boy joined up with is from a well-known Philly neighborhood that's known for a lot of shootings.
Learned the identity of 2 brothers shot to death in East Mount Airy after a neighborhood dispute. Detectives are still trying to figure out who opened fire, killing the 23 and 24-year-olds.
I just heard gunshots and I dropped my kids to the floor, lay on top of them, and we didn't look out the windows. We just lay flat.
This mother of 4 lives upstairs from the 2 men shot and killed outside this East Mount area apartment house.
Noah's actions all tragically came to a head when his enemies decided to wait out front of his house, found out where he lived at, and when he was on his way to school, they rolled past and hit him up.
The student, according to police, was getting in the car on his way to school behind his house with his mom. So this is something that is quite unimaginable.
Police say it all happened in an alleyway behind Rohr Street, just off Roosevelt Boulevard, around 7 this morning. At least 20 shots fired in what they believe was a targeted attack. There was a backpack left in the middle of the crime scene, surrounded by shell casings.
The video also shows a white Jeep Grand Cherokee take off from the alley behind the teen's home on Rohr Street early Tuesday morning, right after the shooting. Police say they located the Jeep that matches a description of the car they were looking for in Northeast Philadelphia.
And now a man that they say is Gillie's nephew just posted on IG, quote, "Just know they did it first." And then Gill's alleged nephew posted a picture of Gillie's deceased son, Cheese, with a caption reading, "Get your rest, Cheesy." That boy gassed now. Possibly hinting to the fact that people in Philly believe that Noah may have allegedly had something to do with Gillie's son being murdered. Allegedly.
Concerned, there had not been any issues between this person who was killed and any other student. They don't know of anything going on in the community as well.
Yo, that person, I don't know if they work for the school. They're so fucking clueless. Yeah, you know, the spokesperson, they're like, yeah, the guy was a good kid. Yo, the guy who wore a Joker mask made diss songs at niggas, and apparently he was killing people, including Gillie's son. He killed Gillie's son, supposedly. The spokesperson for the school said, yeah, this was a good kid. He had a bright future. What are you talking about?
Was killed and any other student. They don't know of anything going on in the community as well.
This Noah Scurry situation is a tragic situation. And first off, I want to say RIP to the young boy. You understand what I'm saying? World in his hands. And then unfortunately he fell.
Yeah, that was crazy. And apparently Gillie talked about this, and he talked about this with Shannon.
I saw about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gillie? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected.
Right.
Nobody touched them. Hey, he good now. He gonna be what we, they're gonna be talking about the block. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's who killed my son.
The 17?
Yeah. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times?
Yes.
That's who killed my son.
Really?
Yes.
What was that about?
Well, it wasn't for my son.
Your son happened to be there?
Yes.
Oh.
Them blocks is beefing. They going through it. My son just so happened to pull up. Out there 5 minutes, they come to shoot the block up. My son's not from that block. He don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What the?
That's how deep it is.
Bro, he has the potential to get out.
Right.
And he living that life?
No. But see, you don't understand. He got videos out where he got a Joker mask on.
Right.
Bunch of guns in his hand. So these kids is influenced by all the wrong things.
Right.
To shit that don't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
To shit that once upon a time when I was growing up in the ghetto, I was influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you experience things, when you go places, when a vacation to you is not going through a toll booth. See, you gotta understand, if you from Philly right now, go to Atlantic City and you call them and they say they out of town. Yo, I'm OT, I hit you, nigga, you 45 minutes away, nigga, you went through the toll booth. The are you talking about? That's how poor the city is.
Right.
Motherfucker go to Atlantic City and they tell you, yo, I'm OT, I'll call you when I get back.
Right.
You 39 minutes away in a car, nigga. What are you talking about, you OT? So you gotta understand.
Right.
That's what we grow up in. These kids don't know no better.
Right.
These kids actually think that you can't make it as a rapper unless you killed somebody. Unless you did something out here in these streets.
Mm.
This is the mindset.
Yeah. Why is the rap, why is that glamorized? Why is going to jail or I pull that iron out, I put that stick on something? Why is that glamorized?
I have no idea. I told you when I was young, we glamorized the person that was getting money, the hustler. That's why rap names was like Gillie. Rap games, it was always somebody that was getting some money. Now, it don't be about no money or nothing. They'll kill you about an Instagram post.
Right.
You said you was gonna slide, you ain't slide yet.
Right.
Now I slid. Like, are you serious?
Right.
So it don't make no sense. And it's no answer for it. It's just flat out plain stupidity. The only reason why I know is because the police called me and told me once he was murdered. Once he got, because the kid had just got shot 17 times. He was walking with his mom.
Oh.
And he got murdered. And then the police notified me and let me know that he was one of the kids that was pretty much about to get locked up for the murder, but he got murdered first. So, and then, you know, when you do something in the streets know. So, you know, they all on Instagram and they talk, and then, you know, apparently this kid name was the Joker, and, you know, that's what he did. So, you know, but he had to deal with God. You know, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
If you want
and we're not even gonna get back into this, but yeah, the guy went by the Joker. This guy was doing a lot, man. Y'all got to see one of these videos. This was the kid. Somebody said another strong Gathright for sure. Chat, I'm trying to get, you know what I'm trying to get on?